You know, if you're sponsoring a child, I bet you've daydreamed about it, right? What would it be like to actually meet them face to face, to see their community with your own eyes and make that connection real? Well, in this explainer, we're going to walk you through absolutely everything you need to know to turn that dream into a life-changing reality and do it safely and respectfully.
And that feeling right there, that's exactly what this is all about. It's a connection that changes you. So, we're going to break down all the practical steps to get you there, making sure the whole journey is safe, respectful, and truly meaningful for both you and the child.
If you're here, the answer is a big yes, and that is so fantastic. So, that's what we're here for. Think of this as your personal guide on this incredible journey. We're going to break down the rules, the planning, and the cultural stuff you'll need to know to make this visit absolutely wonderful. Okay, before the adventure can really begin, we've got to lay some important groundwork. Getting a handle on the rules and doing some solid prep work is the absolute key to a safe and successful visit. All right, let's dive right in. Now, I know what you might be thinking, rules, right? They can feel like hurdles or red tape, but I really want you to see them differently. Every single guideline is there for a reason. It's a safeguard. These aren't just boxes to check, they're designed to protect the child, their family, and you too. It's all about making sure this is a positive experience for everyone. Okay, take a look at this. What's wild is how different the timelines are. You've got Children International asking for 8 to 12 weeks notice, but then you see World Vision needs a full 6 months. So what's the big takeaway here? Your very first step before anything else is to check the specific policies for your organization. But, while those timelines can vary, these rules, they're pretty much universal. They are the absolute non-negotiables, no matter which organization you're with. Every visit has to be supervised by staff, no meeting up in private places like a hotel, and this is a big one, no sharing personal contact info or connecting on social media. This is the foundation of child protection.
All right, so we've got the big rules down. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of actually planning your trip. We're going to look at your approval roadmap, and you'll see it's actually more straightforward than it sounds. This roadmap here lays it out perfectly. It all starts with you submitting that official visit request. Next up, you'll do the background screenings. After that, the local team coordinates everything with the family. And once all the pieces are in place, boom, you get your official approval. But look closely. Notice what the very last step is? Booking your travel. And there's a really, really good reason for that. Okay, I'm going to say this again, because if you take away only one thing from this section, let it be this. Please, please, please wait until you have that official written confirmation in your hands before you book any flights or hotels that you can't get your money back on. A little bit of patience here can save you a world of frustration and a lot of money. Yeah, there's going to be some paperwork involved. It's just part of the deal. You'll sign things like liability waivers and agree to a code of conduct. You'll also need to provide a unique email address for every adult who's going. Some organizations even have very specific forms, like World Vision's policy on traveler safety. It's all part of making sure everyone is safe and on the same page. Okay, the big question, right? How much is this actually going to cost? A good ballpark figure to start with is somewhere between $2,500 and $4,000 for the whole trip. And as we're about to see, that covers more than just your own plane ticket. And this chart does a really good job of breaking it down. Of course, the biggest chunk is going to be your own travel and lodging. But a really key part of the budget, that 15% you see there, covers the costs for the visit day itself. We're talking meals, maybe an activity, not just for you and the child, but for their family members and the staff member who's with you. Okay, we've sorted out the logistics, the money, the paperwork. Now, let's talk about the real reason you're going, the human connection. Being a thoughtful, respectful guest who's aware of the culture is what will transform this from just a trip into something truly special. Believe it or not, one of the easiest ways to show that respect right off the bat is with what you wear. The key here is modesty. Think simple. Shirts that cover your shoulders, skirts or shorts that are at least knee length. The whole idea is to be comfortable and respectful, and to avoid drawing attention with flashy clothes or expensive jewelry. Of course, you're probably thinking about bringing a gift, which is such a wonderful idea. The key word is thoughtful. Simple, practical things are often the biggest hits. School supplies, hygiene products, or even a soccer ball and a pump. But here is the golden rule. Always check with the local staff about your gift ideas first. They'll know what's really useful and what's culturally appropriate. And just as important as what to do is what not to do. It's all about avoiding any kind of awkwardness or pressure. So never give cash directly to the family, and like we said before, don't share your contact info or try to connect on social media. These boundaries are so important for keeping the relationship healthy and safe for everyone in the long run. This quote from World Vision just nails it. It's all about sensitivity. The point of a gift is to show you care, not to give something so flashy it might make things uncomfortable or create issues in the community. Simple and from the heart is always the way to go. All right, so the big day finally arrives. It's happening. Let's talk about the visit itself, and just as importantly, what happens afterwards to make sure this stays a positive, lasting memory. You are absolutely going to want to take photos to remember this day forever, but we have to do it responsibly. Rule number 1, always ask for permission before you start snapping pictures. And this is a huge one for safety. Go into your phone settings and turn off geotagging. Also, just be mindful of what's in the background. Try to avoid things like school names. Your number one priority is protecting that child's privacy. And hey, just because you get on a plane to go home, that doesn't mean the connection ends. The follow-up is really important. When you get back, take some time to jot down your favorite memories. Be sure to send a thank you note to the family and staff, but do it through the organization's official channels. Then, it's all about continuing to respect those boundaries and going back to communicating through the program just like before. So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, what's it all about? All these steps we've talked about, the planning, the rules, the cultural awareness, they aren't roadblocks. They are the very things that build the foundation for a real, safe, and deeply heartfelt connection. Your thoughtful preparation is what makes that incredible moment possible. So there you have it. That's the roadmap, from that first spark of an idea to the incredible reality of meeting your sponsored child. It's a journey that takes some care and planning, for sure, but the destination, that powerful, life-changing connection, is more than worth it. So the only question left is for you. How are you going to prepare for your own unforgettable journey?